Welcome, and thank you for joining me today. Let's get this back on, and do this, and, yeah, that's good. We are over at my island. I've converted that one over there for a turtle sanctuary. We'll check that out in a second. We've also completely flattened the place, and I couldn't have done that without the help of, let's see, Zintac helped me with this area. Dwaya helped me over here. Yergi helped me here, and then Yergi, Zin, and Max all helped me with this area. So I couldn't have got this done without all their help. Oh, and you might notice a couple other changes. This, for example, this is going to be the start of what is going to be my upgraded cloud storage. So we'll get to that later in the episode. But real quick, I want to show you what's over there. I need more ender pearls. And I know I don't have any left in that ender chest. I need to fix that situation. Here we go. And, I should be able to just make it from here, well, I probably could, but we'll just go this way. Got the speed boost going on, so it's pretty easy to get over there. You'll also notice that I've extended the island out over the ocean. This covers every single bit of Mushroom Fields biome, which brings it surprisingly close to this island. I'm probably going to build a bridge with access over here or something. It's my current thinking, not sure. But yeah, I've got all this space to use, but before I can really start using most of it, I need to fill in underneath. And I seriously doubt I am going to have enough supplies for that. Anyway, let's pop over here, where we have a little pond, and then we have, oh, turtle grew. Well, when did you grow? That means I lost the scoop. Darn it. Okay, but we're still waiting for this one to hatch. And this is my turtle sanctuary. If you'll notice, there are spots that stick out. That's deliberate. Like, I could have easily gotten an extra space here, but it would feel awkward. This is alright because it's 2 spaces, and that is, well, obviously, that'd be a 0 space, so it'd be a 2x2 of fence, and that would just be weird. Anyway, do that. Chow down on some steak. And let's head up there and get to work on the cloud storage. Now, I want you to pay attention to something. All these chests down here, when we go up here, I'm just going to look down and kind of pay attention. It's hard to see. In fact, it gets impossible to see. But we can't see any of the chests up here. And that's deliberate. That means this is going to be high enough that from down there, we can't see any of the chests. Now, I am debating on whether it should go up a bit higher, but we are already at 154. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this will be fine because the storage room will go up one. Well, no, I would actually want this to go up one higher. I'll fix that once I get the floor in. I will not have enough glass to do this whole thing, and this is going to be very dangerous because of potential death. Yeah, I'm currently sitting at that one death from a while back. Filling in over there prevented the grass from fully growing over there, but most of it's grown around the island. This is a nice view of the island, too. I'm rambling again. So, the storage, let's see. We got the way up and the way down right here. Storage cells being 4 wide. So, there. And let's just do this. I'm not going to cut corners. It's going to be filled in because it makes a difference with glass. Because if I were to cut corners, yeah, you can see the corner cutting. and I don't want that. Now then, divide 1, 2, 3, 4, divide, and 2, 3. I think I want this to be 5. And in fact, this particular spot might be a little different. I'm not sure yet. This is definitely coming across. I'm going to push the storage out this way. So the cloud will mostly go that way, but we'll actually send it that way a bit as well. And I need to also go at least 2. Okay, yeah. It's I'm probably going to fill in, I don't know. I'm debating on if I want to fill in every little gap of the space or if I just want to fill in the area. This is going to basically be my base way up here. Oh, and that AFK fish farm down there, it's going to stay. I'm going to enclose it in glass. Wow, you can barely see the outline for the island because of all the green on green. That is neat. In fact, on YouTube, you probably can't see it. I'm not sure. Now, let's see. We've got this. I do need to go out at least one more because of that. Yeah, and we will just make this kind of an entranceway. And also, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Oops. How did that go that far out? That's one too far. Oh, joy. This is the fun part. Oh, I need to get this one first. And then, please. Oh. Oh, come on. I missed pretty bad with that one. It would have been neat if it worked, but it didn't. It's going to be a fun ride, especially with this drop here. I am currently sitting on day... Where is it on the left there? Day 111. Oh, wow. I guess up here it's a lot different. Let me eat. Let me just drop down real quick. Because if we drop down here and F3... Oh, no, it is day 111. Oh, that's how long it's been since... with overlapping the time not on here. Because as soon as I sleep... There we go. The day reverts to 0. So I can use that to easily track when I need to sleep. And if the day is in day 0 and 1, I'm good. Day 2, I need to sleep. Because phantoms. There we go. Now, this area will be... Okay. That's this. The only reason it's even going to be this wide is because I need an odd number space. I could go with even, and I very easily could go with even, but I'm going to go with odd for just this section. I think. I am still tempted to cut this back in 1 and make it even. Actually need to take a look at my test world where I designed this and then kind of determine with absolute certainty how I want this to be. I'll be right back. So I just took a peek at the world and I knew a couple of things that I had done differently and definitely things that are going to be kept the same, but there's a couple of other things, and so far it hasn't actually come up for me for this design, but I'm going to need some plain clear glass as well. There's a good reason for that. Basically, see, glass is back here. This is so difficult to reach because it's so high up. I'll grab a few stacks. Yeah, it'll be good for now. I'll still need to get a ton of glass because the most I think I can finish with this is the floor. But basically, it takes a minute to get up here, but it's a fun ride up and down. So let's see, we've got the 5 wide. I'm going to stick with that even though it's not the original plan. So we've got this little entry area, which, yeah, let's just do this. Nice 5 wide, open entrance. This leads to the exit, which might lead to something else. I'm not sure yet. But we basically want to take this back, and I want this to be the back wall. Which means 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And if I'm making this the back wall, we do this with that there. We'll have the same thing on this side. Boom. And let's see, this is the back wall. Where is... Yep. Which means this is where, you know, the water bucket probably won't save me, but the ender pearl might. And even if I do fall and splat, it's easy enough to get all my stuff back. So here we do regular glass, because when you're looking at this from below, all of this is just going to look like you're going to see straight through it. And that's fine. It's the outside edge. That's what I want. But on the inside, I don't want there to be these weird shapes. So you might catch a little bit of the clear glass, but more likely you're just going to see straight through it. That's the idea. Now these paths on either side are 3. So here is the full width of these paths. I'm going to try and build out a little bit of this first. And then we go 3 back again. 1, 2, 3. And like I said, I'm going to go through a lot of glass. And we do this. And then we do 3 gap. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now these halls are where the storage is going to go. In like alcove sections of 4 where the glass kind of encases. Let's actually build one of these out real quick so you can see, and then I'll get to work on the rest of it because it's just a lot of monotonous placing, and I'm sure you don't want to see every single block get placed down. And yes, I still have my gap there. This one gets a solid wall of that, and oops, we do that, then we go back 1 more, and this is just a temporary end point. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so this is each section. We'll have 4 chests, 4 tall here, which raises the entire roof, which I am very much considering doing that over here, just because it'll make it like that much more uniform across the whole thing. But basically, the storage area is going to consist of little slices like this, as many as I need. And I do still have, because I'm already changing parts of the design, I do still have a couple of things that I need to consider for like the rest of it. Like, do I extend all of this out that? I'm thinking I just extend all of this out that way so that I can have potentially tall farms this way and not interfere with my new cloud storage. But the next time you see me, I'm going to have basically the floor layout of this more or less done, and then it's going to be a matter of figuring out how many of these sections per area. And I guess also if I'm going to do anything that way. I don't know. There's still quite a bit that I have to decide on. Because I'm thinking of putting a lot of the basic stuff up here, like brewing and crafting, which crafting might just go in a room right in here. Brewing over there. I don't know. That's some stuff that I have to figure out still, but this is definitely the storage. So, again, I'll be right back. I am back. I have not completed the entirety of it, not the entirety of the floor anyway, but this is basically the size we're looking at, the kind of compartment layout. And I've already got a good idea for how I'm going to store the items in here. The thing is, it's going to take me some time to figure out how many different compartments I need for each of these different sections. And basically, it's going to involve a lot of creative world back and forth and kind of plotting it out and figuring all that stuff. But I figure at the very least we could take a look at this from down below. And there we have it. So yes, you can sort of see those little compartment sections, but once it fills into the ceiling, you're going to get more of a cloud feeling, like layers upon layers. You're not going to see the chests. And yeah, that's where I'm going to put my storage. Way up there. My bedroom is probably just going to keep that down here. I'll likely move the brewing up there, the crafting. The smelting I'll probably keep down here somewhere. I'm not sure. I'm probably going to repurpose this cloud storage for that. And who knows, I might build something else over here, or I might not. I'm not sure yet. This is a slightly awkward kind of diagonal transition. I haven't decided fully for this, but I have decided a good bit for that. And it's going to take me some time to get that together. So I'm going to work on that for a bit, and that will be a little delay in when this episode comes out, is figuring at least the flooring layout, because by the end of this episode, I do want to show you the full-scale size of this thing. And it's going to be big. Well, I got quite a bit done. It's just that I'd have nowhere near the necessary resources in order to complete this at this time. However, I might, if cannibalizing this, not have quite as much to get, and that means moving the storage up there, and then I can cannibalize this mess. Speaking of, this is what we're looking at. I'll go into a little bit more detail when we get up there, but it is infinitely expandable, as you can tell by this one section that's jutting out. So let me show you exactly what I mean. I've also raised the ceiling, raised the glass walls, and have begun kind of work on the ceiling. This is also a safety barrier. But yeah, we have this area. I've got signs indicating what's going to be going where. They're temporary signs. So back here will be dirt and gravel. Over here will be stone items, wood. So like if we get a new log type, I just push this out a section and add a set of chests, because we have oak, spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, and dark oak. Over here we have snow and ocean, sand and clay, which kind of all fits together. Here we have nether and end. Obsidian counts as end because you can actually find it in the end, even though you use it to get to the nether. It just fits a little bit better there. Then we have all the dyed blocks on either side. Then over here we have resources, nature, mob drops, and food, and that's why this one is pushed out one more section, because each of these goes in like pairs going back, and hopefully that will be enough. Here we will have redstone items, utilities like redstone dust will go with the resources. So it's like directly across. It's not inconvenient. And then over here we have enchanting and brewing things. Hopefully this is enough. If I have to push it out more, I will. Also, that happens to be where the beacon beam is shining through. So again, that's something else I've got to consider. I wouldn't mind it if it shone through like corners or intersections like this, but definitely not in the path. Maybe through the chests would be fine. And over here we have tools, weapons, armor, and miscellaneous. So yeah, that is basically the layout, and that is basically the size. Infinitely expandable for future updates. And this is also how I'm going to probably design my storage systems in the future. From now on, it is not automatable, obviously, because I could maybe pull that off, but not really a good point for that because it just takes way too long to sort when you could just go and throw everything in. And then from here, we could further expand the cloud into brewing and crafting. And in fact, I'd probably put crafting like in its own little section right here, put brewing back here, maybe put smelting up here as well. Eh, crafting, then to smelting, and brewing goes back this way. This leads to like an elytra platform, possibly with a 1x2 door so phantoms don't get in here, but I'm not sure of that yet. And at the moment, you notice there are the signs, and of course, the glass. If you recall, when we were down here, and very rarely do you take damage, but 3 tall should prevent any catastrophic damage. From down here, all of that, I need to double check and make sure this would be okay. I mean, I might have to relocate the exact spot this is set up, but otherwise, yeah, you can kind of see through it. Like, it's going to end up having that kind of an effect. And that's why I've got those, because if we head over here, ignoring the chests, mind you, if you look up, you don't get that effect in these parts. By using clear glass, we will still get that effect. And that is what I'm going for. And that is about all we have time for this episode. Next episode, I'll have everything moved up there, and hopefully I'll even have the roof and all that done, and we can move on to the next project or event. Until then, thank you for watching, and God bless.